Reality check number 44. You can spend money everywhere. Why can't you bank everywhere? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. Town & Country may be a hometown bank, but our banking is state-of-the-art. We have dozens of ATMs across the area. Plus, you can bank anytime, anywhere, online or on your phone. You can even deposit checks from your phone. Pretty cool, huh? Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Matt McCarter with GAR Trucking Equipment, your local New Holland dealer. We are proud to support the young men and women of FFA who are willing to commit to the hard work it takes to feed America. These dedicated individuals will become the future of agriculture and therefore our country. Whatever the job at hand, know that GAR Trucking Equipment has the right New Holland equipment to get the job done. We will be cheering for the success of all future farmers of America. Keep up the great work and don't forget to stop by and see your New Holland professionals at GAR Trucking Equipment in St. James.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your weather forecast. Will continue to be sunny today with a high temperature reaching near 65 degrees. Winds will be out of the northwest at around 6 miles per hour. They'll become calm during this afternoon. Tonight, clouds will be increasing. We should have a low temperature around 43 degrees and calm winds that become southerly around 6 miles per hour after midnight tonight. Tomorrow we have a 40% chance of showers during the afternoon with mostly cloudy skies and a high temperature near 61 degrees. Winds will be out of the northwest at around 7 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, skies will be mostly cloudy, but gradually they'll become mostly clear with low temperature around 33 degrees. Northwesterly winds tomorrow night will be around 6 miles per hour. We expect sunny skies on Thursday with a high temperature near 57 degrees. Winds will be out of the northwest at 6 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 23 miles per hour. Skies should be mostly clear Thursday night, low temperature around 30 degrees. Then Friday will be sunny with a high temperature near 64. Friday night, skies should be mostly clear with low around 38 degrees. And Saturday, we're going to start the first weekend in March out. In fact, the first day of March is on Saturday, opening day of trout season, and will be sunny with a high temperature near 56 degrees. Then Saturday night, it'll be mostly clear with low around 28. Sunday, we expect mostly sunny skies with a high near 52 degrees. Then Sunday night will be mostly cloudy with a low temperature around 33 degrees. And Monday, we'll start that first full week in March out with a chance of showers under partly sunny skies with a high temperature near 54 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. February is Black History Month, the time to honor the achievements and contributions of Black individuals and communities throughout history. In the realm of agriculture, Black Americans have had a profound impact, shaping the farming landscape and agricultural traditions in this country. During slavery, millions of Black people were forced to work on southern plantations where their labor was vital to the production of crops like cotton, tobacco, rice, and sugar. Although they were denied recognition or compensation, their contributions were crucial to the establishment of U.S. agriculture. Even under such brutal conditions, many enslaved men and women were highly skilled farmers, horticulturalists, and innovators. A notable example is George Washington Carver, whose work with peanuts and crop rotation helped restore soil depleted by monoculture farming. His research contributed to sustainable farming practices, crop diversification, and agricultural education, leaving a lasting impact on American agriculture. Henry Blair was the second African American to be issued a patent in the United States. Despite his inability to read or write, he had a gift for invention and refused to allow illiteracy or other obstacles hold him back. During his lifetime, Blair patented a corn planter and a cotton planter. Both of his inventions increased farming efficiency by reducing the labor and time needed for production. His inventions also helped improve the livelihood of other farmers. This month, let's celebrate how Black Americans have helped shape American agriculture. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Have you been to agraamerica.com? What are you waiting for? One site, one app, one stop for 24-hour ag news and podcasts. Ag news from the best reporters and podcasters, plus a steady stream of country hits for free. Agra America, the place for timely, accurate, and dependable ag news. From the cab to the truck, to the barn to the kitchen. Agra America is ready to arm you with the knowledge you need as a farmer or rancher. Grab your smartphone and get it today. Agra America.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brent Barnett, Brownfield anchor reporter based in Iowa. Tune in each day to Managing for Profit to hear expert advice from the industry's top producers and leaders to make your operation more profitable. Topics range from insurance, government programs, taxes and regulations, environmental factors, policy updates, overall risk management, and more. Unlock the potential of your farming operation with Managing for Profit each day on Brownfield.
At Country Mart in Salem, you'll find gluten-free, organic, and diabetic products. They also have fresh produce, quality meats, a bakery, and a full-service deli that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Have you joined the Country Mart e-Club yet? You'll receive exclusive offers, weekly specials, and special sale items through your email. It's free to join, and for more information about the e-Club, go to www.tcmarkets.com. It's just another service from Country Mart in Salem.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
A slow Monday for direct cash cattle and cash hog business. Good morning. I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity had a typically quiet Monday. Show lists this week are lower across all major feeding areas. Bids and asking prices didn't surface. Significant trade volume will likely be delayed until the latter half of the week. At mid-session at the Oklahoma National Stockyards, compared to 2 weeks ago, feeder steers were steady to $3 higher. Feeder heifers were mostly steady to $2 higher. Steer calves were $3 to $8 higher. Stocker steers were $10 to $15 higher, and stocker heifers and heifer calves were $10 to $20 higher. The USDA says there was a higher undertone noted for cattle suitable for grass. Demand was very good, and quality ranged from average to attractive. Medium and large one feeder steers, 600 to 649 pounds, brought $309 to $332. Medium and large one feeder heifer, 651 to 697 pounds, brought $256 to $283. Box beef closed higher on solid demand for light off. Range choice up $2.96 at $313.73. Select closed $1.41 higher at $303.97. Estimated cattle slaughter was 95,000 head, even on the weekend down more than 26,000 on the year. Cash hogs closed lower with a very light negotiated run. Packers started the week less aggressive in their procurement efforts and weren't bidding up to move numbers. Demand for U.S. pork globally has been pretty strong, and that's helping provide support to the market. But there are lingering concerns about trade disruptions because of tariff threats. Barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct were down $1.48 with a weighted average of 88.60. The Iowa Minnesota closed $2.74 lower with a weighted average of 87.66. The Western Corn Belt was down $2.71 with a weighted average of 87.66. Pork values ended the day higher, up $1.36 at 98.43. There was strength across the board for most of the primals. However, ribs and hams were lower. And estimated hog slaughter was 490,000 head. That's even on the weekend, up about 2,000 on the year. At the CME, live and feeder cattle were higher following the lower than expected placements in last week's on-feed report from the USDA. Feeders had additional support from the lower move-in corn, and lean hog futures ended the day lower amid long-term demand concerns. For the latest in-market news, go to brownfieldagnews.com. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Have you been to agraamerica.com? What are you waiting for? One site, one app, one stop for 24-hour ag news and podcast. Ag news from the best reporters and podcasters, plus a steady stream of country hits for free. Agri-America, the place for timely, accurate, and dependable ag news. From the cab to the truck to the barn to the kitchen, Agri-America is ready to arm you with the knowledge you need as a farmer or rancher. Grab your smartphone and get it today. Agri-America.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements as being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Joseph Joey Andrew Wilson of Salem passed away Friday, February 21st at the age of 46 years. Funeral services for Joey Wilson will be Thursday at 12 noon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Joey Wilson will also be on Thursday from 10 in the morning till service time at 12 noon. Burial will be in the Pilgrim's Rest Cemetery in Gladden, Missouri. Memorials may be made to Wilson Mortuary to help with final expenses, and all arrangements for Joseph Joey Andrew Wilson of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Christina Lynn Bounds of House Springs, Missouri, passed away Friday, February 21st at the age of 49 years. Funeral services for Christina Bounds will be held Friday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Grace Community Church in Salem. Visitation for family and friends will also be on Friday from 11 in the morning until service time at 1 o'clock, all occurring at the church. Burial will be in the North Lawn Cemetery. And all arrangements for Christina Lynn Bounds of House Springs, Missouri are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Eldon Leon Thomas, age 89 of Salem, passed away Saturday, February 22nd at the Missouri Veterans Home in St. James. Memorial services for Eldon Thomas will be Saturday morning at 11 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel, with military honors to follow. Visitation for family and friends of Eldon Thomas will also be held Saturday morning from 10 until service time at 11. Memorial contributions may be made to the Activities Department for Christmas gifts with the Missouri Veterans Home, St. James. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Eldon Thomas of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Lucy Ann Gregg of Versailles, Missouri, formerly of St. James, passed away December 15th at the age of 94 years. A graveside memorial service will be held Saturday, March 1st at the Adams Cemetery in Phelps County. We were not given a time when we received this information about Lucy Ann Gregg's service, but we'll determine that information. We'll contact the funeral home and see if we can get that information for our listeners. And all arrangements for Lucy Ann Gregg, formerly of St. James, are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of St. James. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is It is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The City of Salem will be testing the storm sirens tomorrow, Wednesday, the 26th day of February, at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. If there's inclement weather, the test will be postponed until Wednesday, March 5th. Board of Directors of Salem Memorial Hospital will conduct their regular monthly meeting tonight at 7 o'clock. The meeting will take place in the hospital library and may be fully conducted and attended by telephone or other electronic means, and the public may observe and attend any portion of the meeting not closed to the public pursuant to Chapter 610.021 RSMO. After the call to order, roll call, and approval of the agenda, the board will hear public comments and presentations. Speakers must sign in and keep comments to 3 minutes. Then the board will hear the CEO report, followed by the hospital reports. They'll discuss old and new business before going into executive session. Any person that would like to attend by telephone or electronic means should contact the SMH Administration Office at 573-729-6626, extension 4005 to obtain access information. The Dent County Commissioners met Monday morning at the courthouse. Dent County Treasurer Danita Williams presented the cart taxes received by the county in February. She said the county received $88,293.83, which is up $10,520.04 from last February, and year-to-date, cart taxes are up $17,477.88, which is an 11.2% increase. Grant Wilson from Representative Jason Smith's Rolla office was in attendance and said Congress would be voting on the budget resolution bill today that would continue the Trump tax cuts from his first term, plus eliminate taxes on tips, overtime, and Social Security, as well as promoting manufacturing. Dent County Collector Shannon Van Kirk presented the bid from Clear Basin for software for $5,000 for the Senate Bill 190 application, with the assessor the homestead tax credit available to those who qualify. The software is subscription-based with an annual cost for updates and changes. The commissioners approved going with Clear Basin. Kurt Fagel from the 100-Acre Wood Rally was in and said the road rally this year would be on March 14th and 15th, with the park expose being held from 8:30 to 11 around the courthouse the morning of March 15th. The first car should leave around 10:30, and the county roads used have all been used before. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Keith Green said crews were removing a snow plow from a truck and working on a bad cylinder on another. He also said they were doing road maintenance as well as checking roads for any remaining slick spots. District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams said crews were removing the snow plow on county truck number 122, and removing the spreader box from another truck. He also said crews were using the ultimate paving material on select chip and seal roads. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said the commissioners would be at their annual CCAM training February 26th through the 28th. Dent County Clerk Angie Curley said excused absentee voting for the April municipal election will begin today, and not everyone will need to vote. Curley says elections will be held in April for the City of Salem, Dent County Fire Protection District, Rolla Rural Fire Department, Rolla Schools, Bunker R3 School, and Iron County R4 School. If you vote in those taxing entities and want to vote, don't forget to bring your photo ID with you. Curley says sample ballots are available in her office, or she can email one to you. You can also keep up to date on election information on the Dent County Elections/County Clerk Facebook page. Dave Cowell on Highway 119 would like to put in a family cemetery on his property. The first step is to let the commission know if it's less than half of an acre, as he has already built a road for public access. He'll record it in the Recorder of Deeds office. He also is doing a project called the Confederate Medal of Honor. The men who served in the units would pick someone for that medal, and Dent County has one. His name was James Halsey, and he survived the war. It's a medal and certificate to be public displayed. They pay for it, no cost to the county. He feels it is one of our men from this county and is part of history. The commission made no decision at this time. The commission updated the policy handbook for 2025. The handbook was from 2021, and with the two new commissioners, they both signed it. With no meeting Thursday, the next meeting of the Dent County Commission will be Monday morning, March 3rd at 9 o'clock at the courthouse, and the meeting will be open to the public. On December 12, 2021, Marvin Rice was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder for deaths of Annette Durham, his former girlfriend, and Stephen Strokamp, Durham's boyfriend. The state certified the case for capital punishment with a potential death sentence, and venue was transferred to St. Charles County after a mistrial in Wayne County. The jury convicted Rice of 1 count of murder in the first degree for Durham and 1 count of murder in the second degree for Strokamp. The jury was unable to unanimously agree on the sentence, and by law the sentencing reverted to Judge Parker, who sentenced Rice to death on count 1 and a concurrent sentence of life on count 2. Rice appealed his convictions and sentences to the Missouri Supreme Court. The Supreme Court affirmed the conviction of murder in the first degree, but reversed for a new sentencing phase in count 1 and a new guilt phase in count 2. The new sentencing phase was held March 25th through April 1st, 2022. Presiding over the sentencing was Judge Daniel Pelican of St. Charles, Missouri. At the conclusion of the sentencing hearing, the jury found the existence of statutory required aggravating circumstances and further found that the aggravating circumstances outweighed the mitigating circumstances and thereby recommend a sentence of death. On May 23, 2022, Judge Pelican sentenced Rice to life without the possibility of parole. Rice later pled guilty to count 2 and was sentenced to a concurrent 25-year sentence in the Missouri Department of Corrections. On November 9, 2022, Rice filed a pro se motion to set aside his conviction of murder in the first degree. Prosecutor Andrew M. Curley filed a response and a motion to dismiss Rice's motion. By law, the public defender system was appointed to represent Rice. The court-appointed attorney amended Rice's motion on July 10, 2024, alleging that Rice's former attorneys failed to exercise the customary skill and diligence that reasonably competent attorneys would have by not investigating and presenting evidence showing that Rice had shot Durham while she was laying on the ground. Also failing to consult, retain, and call a pharmacological expert to support Rice's defense that his prescription drug regimen affected his ability to deliberate. On September 23, 2024, a hearing was held in St. Charles concerning Prosecutor Curley's motion to dismiss, which was taken under advisement but ultimately denied on October 9, 2024. On December 16, 2024, an evidentiary hearing was held on Rice's request for relief. Prosecutor Curley represented the state of Missouri, and Marvin Rice appeared along with his attorney after being transported from the Department of Corrections. Rice's former attorneys, a pharmacy professor, and a forensic pathologist testified on behalf of Rice at the hearing. Following their testimony, arguments were heard from Prosecutor Curley and Rice's attorney. On February 18, 2025, Judge Pelican overruled and denied Rice's motion. Starting on Wednesday at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, Hannah and Luke Heithold will hold the 9-week course from the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University on the fastest way to beat debt and build wealth, presented by the Bank of Salem and Healthy Dent County and sponsored by Joe Brand. The course will be held 9 consecutive Wednesdays evenings from 5:30 until 7 in the Rotary Room and will feature discussions on budgeting, understanding insurance, buying and selling your home, building wealth, outrageous generosity, and more. Seating is limited, and the cost is $60 per person for the entire course. Imagine a life with no debt, credit card payments, and no car payments, where every dollar you earn was building your future instead of paying off your past. Discover how financial freedom can be yours. The deadline to register for this class is today. You can register by calling Carlos at 573-729-8163 or email him at carlos@salemcommunitycenter.org. And that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem campus, call them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Progressive Ozark Bank's debit card is now ready for your smartwatch or phone. It's compatible with Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Samsung Pay. Just upload it to your mobile wallet and go. No more fumbling to find your card when you're in a hurry. Just tap and pay. Simple, easy, and secure. That's the progress of local banking. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured. Where people matter.
Agricultural education and FFA give young people the knowledge, skills, and experience to become leaders with a vision for themselves and their nation. They are prepared not only for careers in the science, business, and technology of agriculture, but also for success in life. Join Terrell Complete Auto Care at 307 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard here in Salem and saluting the Salem FFA chapter during FFA Week.
Young persons that are involved with FFA grow in terms of knowledge, experience, education, and responsibility. Brandy Baird Law Office, LLC, would like to salute the Salem FFA chapter on the fine work that they do and the accomplishments they achieve through hard work and diligent effort. Brandy Baird Law Office, LLC, saluting the Salem FFA chapter.
The Tigers.
Catch and shoot deep three. Good. Splashed it home from deep.
Play.
Puts up a floater. Good. He got fouled. A career high 27.
Here.
Jammed down for his first Missouri field goal.
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
I need all of you to join hands and help build something special.
Catch every game all season long right here.
Ball fake. Now deep three. Left wing good.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem Lady Basketball Tigers fell to the St. Clair Lady Bulldogs in their final regular season game Monday night, 62-43, as they had 4 girls score in double figures. Salem was led by Addison Fulton with 11 points and 14 rebounds. The Lady Tigers ended the regular season with a 4-21 record. They'll play in the Class 4 district playoffs starting Tuesday night, March 4th at 7 o'clock in Cuba against the Cuba Lady Wildcats or the Viburnum Lady Jays. The Salem Lady JV Basketball Tigers lost to St. Clair Monday night 28-22. The Salem Boys Basketball Tigers will be at St. Clair to wrap up their regular season against the Bulldogs tonight. The 12-8 JV will play at 5:30, and the 11-14 Varsity Boys game will be following the senior night ceremony at about 7:10. You can hear the game on KSMO Radio and audio stream the game on KSMO Media. The 14th-ranked Missouri Tigers will be hosting the South Carolina Gamecocks tonight at 8 o'clock. ESPN will be covering the broadcast. The St. Louis Blues will be hosting the Seattle Kraken tonight. This game will be carried on KSMO Radio on a delay basis following the Salem Tiger basketball game. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to us courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Cardinals got their first win of the spring, 7-4 over the Mets. Steven Matz pitched the first 2 innings against his former team. National League reliever of the year Ryan Helsley gave up 2 runs on 3 hits in the third. Lucan Baker, a 3-run homer. Wilson Contreras homered for the Redbirds. It's the Cardinals and Blue Jays today. Max Scherzer pitching for Toronto. Cole Reagan's making his first appearance of the spring after getting a new contract with the Royals through 2 scoreless innings. Kevin Biggio, a spring training invitee, homered for KC. He went 2 for 3, a 1-1 tie with the A's. They'll play the Rangers later this afternoon. Nolan Arenado is a Cardinal for now. MLB.com reports the Astros still interested in trading for Arenado, who nixed a trade to Houston in December. He might be willing to waive his no-trade clause since Houston added Christian Walker to play first, a move showing the Astros want to push forward as contenders. The Blues wrap up a 6-game homestand playing the Seattle Kraken tonight, 3 games before the Four Nations break, 3 after. During this homestand, the Blues 2-2-1. Not many easy games in the SEC. Tonight could be. Mizzou will host South Carolina, 1-13 in the SEC. The Tigers are tied for 4th in the SEC with just 4 games to play, trying to get a top 4 finish. That gets them a first-round bye in the conference tournament. Tonight's game tips off at 8. Mizzou, by the way, moved up 1 spot in the AP poll. They are now 14th. NFL news, the Jacksonville Jaguars introduced their new GM, James Gladstone. He's a St. Louis native, played football at Westminster University in Fulton. He was a 2-time captain on the Blue Jays football team. He was with the Rams organization the year after they left St. Louis. It will get up to 60 later today, perfect for Mizzou baseball's home opener against Lindenwood at 4 p.m. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net.
Day 1. The hardest day. The day you hear,
this is a type of blood cancer.
But day 1 is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day 1.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
To learn more and get help on day 2, day 28, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Here at KSMO Radio, it's now time for news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned as I'll be back after the top of the 1 o'clock hour with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Our nation seeks effective leaders with solutions. We demand quality education and positive activities for our young people. FFA empowers students to develop and fulfill a vision for themselves and their nation. They gain the premium leadership, personal growth, and career success skills they need to win in agriculture or any other industry. Join Century 21 South Central Realty, Beth Frizzell Broker Associate, in saluting the Salem FFA chapter during National FFA Week.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to goodrx.com/GLP. That's goodrx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Missouri Net News, I'm Elisa Nelson. The Missouri House has given initial approval today to a tax credit package that is meant to boost access to child care services. The bill needs one more vote of support to make its way to the Senate for additional work. A dismal outlook for the Midwestern economy, so says the latest survey of bank CEOs in Missouri and 9 other states. Economics professor Ernie Goss of Creighton University in Nebraska says the failure of Congress to pass a new farm bill is one factor creating uncertainty about the Midwest economy.
Yeah, and we don't have much positive input from the U.S. federal government. I mean, we got a one-year farm bill,
we need to see a 5-year farm bill.
And a U.S. Senate committee is on deck this week to hold confirmation hearings for D. John Sauer as the next U.S. Solicitor General. Sauer served as Missouri's Solicitor General for 6 years. This is Missouri Net.
It's the 50th anniversary of Missouri Net.